Hello everyone, we are from Group Writing Mechanism and now we want to explain to you about writing mechanism in writing. So, in writing mechanism, there are several aspects in there. Includes text structure, punctuation, cohesion and the others. So, my group team will explain to you what are the writing mechanism is it. So, please listen it.
The first is structure, the text structure. The correct text structure depends on the type of the text written. In general, a text has the following structure. First one is introduction. The first part of the text that provides a general overview of the topic and may also state the purpose of the text. Second is body text. The main section that describes or discusses the topic in more detail. This section can consist of several paragraphs, each paragraph containing one main idea. The third is conclusion. The final section summarizes or ends the discussion. Here you can provide a summary of what was discussed and perhaps also offer some final thoughts or suggestion. However, keep in mind that this structure can be adapted to the type of text being written. Some type of text, such as argumentative essay, may have additional sections such as argument development or reflection. So it is always important to understand that the specific requirements of the type of the text to be written and adjust the structure accordingly. But in many cases, the structure mentioned above is a good guide to effective writing. Using the wrong text structure can result in confusion or difficulty in understanding the message you want to convey. For example, there is no introduction or the introduction is unclear. If a text does not have a clear introduction, readers may have difficulty understanding the context or purpose of the text.
Second, cohesion and coherence. Cohesion is a combination of language from the mark a solid and communicative text because every element in it is interconnected. Meanwhile, coherence is a combination of language meaning in sentences and paragraphs so that sentence and paragraph has a logical mutual relationship. The example for cohesion is Mr. Andi teach Indonesian language and craft. The lesson are the subject that he mastered and was able to teach well. In that example, in the second sentence, there are the word the lesson, which mean the lesson, Indonesian language and craft, showing that the two sentences have cohesion. Example for coherence: study vigorously, you can achieve the highest ideals as the ski. In that example, the first and second sentence look different, but the second sentence is a support of the idea in the first sentence.
The third is word choice. Word selection is an important process in writing that involves choosing the right and appropriate word to convey the desired message, meaning, and nuance in the text. Good choice of word can make text clear, more persuasive, and interesting to reader. There are four things that we have to pay attention when choosing word. The first is the accuracy of word choice. Second, writing style. Third, the selection of words that create the tone or appropriate atmosphere. And fourth is word repetition. When we write or speak, we sometimes make mistake in grammar, spelling, or sentence structure. These mistakes can make the text we write or speak difficult for other people to understand. For example, if I misplace a comma between two important phrases in a sentence, then people reading will be confused about what I mean. Therefore, it is very important to pay attention to grammar, spelling, and sentence structure so that our message can be conveyed clearly and easily understood by everyone.
Fourth, idea development. Idea development in writing is the process of deciphering, explaining, and illustrating ideas or concepts that have been put forward in writing. It helps to clarify, enrich, and strengthen the message that the reader wants to convey. With the development of good ideas, writing will become richer, deeper, and easier to understand. Here are some ways to develop ideas in writing, along with examples. So the first one, use of illustration and examples. Concrete examples or illustration can help the reader better understand and associate ideas with real situation. Example, quality education is important for the future of children. For example, various studies show that children who have access to quality education have a greater chance of success in their careers. For example, university graduates tend to get higher salaries than those who only have secondary education. The next example, further explanation. Sometimes ideas may require additional explanation to make them clearer. For example, climate change is an urgent global threat. Climate change, which refers to change in global average temperatures and increasingly frequent extreme weather patterns, has become an urgent problem for the whole world. These phenomena include melting ice in the Arctic that can cause damaging sea level rise, as well as extreme heat waves and increasingly frequent wildfires.
Next is use of punctuation marks. Punctuation marks are certain symbols used in writing to give structure, meaning, and intonation to sentences. They help organize the relationship between words and phrase, as well as guide the reader in understanding the message that want to convey. The correct use of punctuation in writing is very important to maintain smoothness, clarity, and articulation in writing. Here are some commonly used punctuation marks along with explanation and example. The first one is commas. Are used to separate elements in sentences and mark pauses that are shorter than pauses between sentences. They are also used in item lists. For example, I like spicy food, pizza, and ice cream. And the next is the period. It's used to end sentences. This marks the end of one idea or idea. For example, he goes to school every day. And next is question marks, used at the end of a sentence to mark a question. For example, why are you late? And the next is an extinct sign. It's used at the end of a sentence to mark an expressive statement, surprise, or strong emotion. For example, happy birthday. And the next, the comma sign. It's used to separate two related sentences that can stand alone but have a close relationship. For example, he works hard, he achieves many achievements. And the next is the 2-point sign is used before a list, direct quote, or further explanation. For example, she has 3 hobbies: swimming, reading, and gardening. And the next is hyphens are used to connect, interrelate words or phrases or to form compound words. For example, home, office, or classmate. And the last is the ellipsis sign. It's used to indicate deletion or cutting of the original text. For example, he said, "I'll be back soon." And the next is parentheses are used to add additional information that is not needed for main sentence comprehension. For example, the city, which is always crowded, looks beautiful. And the next is quotes or are used to flank direct quotes such as saying or text quote from other source. For example, She said today is a beautiful day. And the last is the beveled line. It's used to separate options or alternative. For example, do you want coffee or tea?
The next conclusion, in the context of the writing mechanism, is that the proper and effective use of text structure, function, cohesion, word selection, and idea development are the key aspects that form the basic of good writing. Good text structure helps organize ideas, while function helps to articulate sentence clearly. Cohesion ensures that writing is well connected, while thoughtful word selection and deep idea development make the message stronger and more impactful. By integrating all these elements effectively in writing, we can produce clear, persuasive, and informative text. Conversely, errors in one aspect of this writing mechanism can obscure the message and make communication less effective. 3. In an effort to become a better writer, it is very important to understand, practice, and pay attention to each of these elements. Thus, we can produce more powerful and effective written works, allowing us to more effectively convey ideas, information, and message to our readers or audience.
So this is all of our result of our discussion. So if you have any question, you can spill it on our WhatsApp group. So that's all from us. Thank you.